work in my roof. You play too much. Now, if I get into it with them, I gotta live here and you don't. Don't be getting it. You gonna get me in trouble.
I want to welcome everybody to another edition of Strike Season Podcast.
Boy, you a wild
And
man.
I just, because somebody need to tell the truth, right? Need to tell the truth. And I've been saying it all day. Let me go ahead and put the disclaimer up. It is very difficult to get people to allow PWI's people into HBCU spaces. It is, I understand it. Because you have people out there like Stan Becton. They don't take it serious. That has the power of the NCAA FCS Twitter account with 900,000 followers that listen to what he says. And then this idiot, this charlatan, this Johnny come lately speaks out the crack of his behind and says that Morgan State should be ranked higher than Howard. Now, if we keeping it a book, doing an HBCU ranking that deep when we haven't gotten into conference season yet is risky to start. But Stan decided, you know what? I'm just going to throw some shit on the wall because I see Howard and Morgan State going back and forth. I'm going to get me some clout out of it. And if Stan is so happen to watch this podcast, this fuck you is for you. Because the entire time of the 2 years I've known you, you've never taken HBCU serious. It wasn't that long ago that me and you was getting into it about including Jackson State and FAMU in a poll when they were both undefeated in FCS play. And yet here we are again. Why are we here? We're here because it's not that just Stan Beckton doesn't take HBCU serious. It's the fact that the entire NCAA complex does not take FCS football serious. Because why is this guy your reporter, your expert on subject matter of HBCUs, if he's so ignorant, so derelict, so inept of the subject that y'all see fit to have him cover it? Now, it is not my job in the world to bash somebody because they make a mistake. That's not what I'm here for. Media troll would tell y'all, give him some grace. He young, he learning. Regular troll would say, if y'all see him at the gate, don't let him in. It's homecoming season. We should be having joyous discussions about Howard and Tennessee State playing, about FAMU and Alcorn State playing for homecoming. Southern has a homecoming. This should be joyous occasions. But don't. I got to talk about why PWI people like myself shouldn't be allowed in this space. And I know. Some of y'all have said, hey, Troy, you different. Respect. But it's also my responsibility to call out people like me when they get out of line. Now, I know E has been on Twitter and has been graceful and loving and smacking with an elegance that an AKA would show. I ain't that. I'm Troy from South St. Pete. It's going to be gritty and ugly, and it's going to be the truth. I may lead with love, but there might be some mudslinging behind it. That being said, I hope Stan is having a better day. I hope he's learned the error of his ways. And if he has not, I'll be back on here again to say fuck him. That being said, let's start the show.
I think out of all of that you said, the only thing I heard was I might. You said I might say something. I don't think Mike should have been used in that context, sir.
Marlo, I don't always be looking for beef. That's not what I do.
I don't even know who Stan Beckman is. So you had to go find that story.
It was on my timeline. It was on my timeline. It was on my timeline. What's going on, Chris?
That's why
Thank you for watching the podcast tonight.
That's why I'll be in them Twitter streets.
It was not my goal today. Y'all seen the rundown. Today was not my day to be windmilling on the timeline. That was not my goal. My goal today was to talk about the game that happened this weekend, the other game that happened this weekend, the WNBA. You know, we had a whole rundown. But some people just don't want me to have peace. Like
Yeah,
Mike Norville.
Mike Vick does fire his whole staff. We on here fussing with white people.
Exactly.
I'm glad to see
Yes.
Marcos got it right.
We going
Mike,
there? We
Vic
gonna do
said,
that?
Not yet.
Vic said, I ain't gonna be the
You
one
know what?
going.
I can't even say that because I don't even think the assistant coach is the problem. But I'll leave it alone.
Ooh. You know, I I don't. Hmm.
I'm trying not to be that fan, but he making it hard.
So we'll talk about it, right?
And who in the fuck is this white man the Portland Fire to hire from loser ass Cleveland as their head coach?
I see.
Player development coaches don't win championships. We've seen it before.
Oh, so
I
we gonna get.
want all of the problems.
Oh yeah, I want all. Hey, I ain't get to say nothing last week because I had to leave and go play goddamn Superman. I got a lot to say this week.
So we'll slow into it. We'll get to the WNBA before we get to the HBCU stuff. So at the trade deadline, um, it was some rumors going around that the Aces was dead. You know, they was dead in the water.
Does Asia Wilson still play for them?
Yeah.
Absolutely. They if the WNBA would let Mark in his regular haircut give her a lifetime contract, he would.
I'm just saying, as long as she on that team, they got a puncher's chance.
Chris, Chris, just hang on. We got plenty of time to get to them crash outs. I might be the leader of the crash out crew tonight. Um,
That says a lot for this show.
um, uh, here's my thing, right? I thought maybe Phoenix would win game two, or
No,
maybe even game three.
yes. I didn't think they were gonna beat them at home at all, but definitely thought they would have came back swinging on game 3.
Uh, the refs was not the problem, ladies. I can tell you this now. I'll tell you the first problem. The first problem was y'all sent two people to guard Superwoman, and she shot over the top of y'all defense. That was problem number one.
That wasn't even problem number one, Troy. Problem number one is that man had a 6'7" center over there sitting on the bench. That's problem number one. He ain't even try to put a body on him. That and I'm gonna tell Kalani Brown is PJ Brown's daughter, NBA great. She
Hold
was
on.
on the
Wait.
bench.
No, you're not gonna sit there and skate by that. I'm sorry. So you had crash out by DNA on the
Yes,
bench
yes,
while Asia was going off.
yes. You had exactly crash out by DNA. 6 foot, all 6'7" of her sitting on the bench.
I, look, I want to be judicious. I want to be respectful, but
When the hell have we ever been judicious and respectful?
I'm sitting here scratching my head at what he's saying.
again, I'm trying because we got new people. Doc, I'm not sure what's going on with Doc. I'm hoping he gets in here shortly. So for everybody, especially the Jackson State people, I'm hoping to get him in shortly. So hang on, we're gonna definitely get to the Jackson State stuff. Um, it was they could do nothing. Even when they went on that 15-point run,
Mm-hmm.
they was still down by four.
Yep. And they let
And they,
Chelsea play come out of nowhere.
I don't, you know,
The wildest shit is that man is the highest paid coach in the league with no head coaching experience, and he got out coached.
Yeah,
again, put some respect on Becky's name.
Yep.
yeah. Becky,
Well, he the
Becky.
highest paid coach right now. They asked Mark about it in a press conference, and he said she not. So I'm expecting a restructured contract any day now.
Yeah, she done won what two championships,
3 in 4 years.
Three, 3 or 4 years.
championships.
She won 3 championships in 4 years. And back up. Becky is a great coach, but we also need to talk about Bill Laimbeer and how he has been an amazing women's basketball coach, and he has put together two dynasties. He built the Las Vegas Aces, the core of the Las Vegas Aces. So the people you know and love, Asia, Jackie, Kelsey Poole, when she was there, he drafted all of them. He also did the same thing when he was in Detroit. Swing Cash, Shell Ford, Deanna Nolan, all were drafted and played for him. Also won 3 championships in like 5 or 6 years or something like that. So Bill Laimbeer is a goat in terms of putting together teams, and building rosters.
So he got 6 rings.
Yeah, Bill Laimbeer has 6 rings. He has 3 as a player and 3 as a coach.
Can I? All right. So here's why we got to ask the question. First off, so Lil Davis, because that's what I'm gonna call you right now, Lil Davis.
Wow.
When
Jesus.
it comes to basketball, you went and got basketball savants to build your franchise.
Yeah,
Ah,
yeah.
you are
When
you
he
are
when he bought
above
that
this,
team,
sir.
Bill Laimbeer was the president. Yeah, and paid
But
$2 million for it.
he didn't go to Orlando. He didn't go to Connecticut. He didn't go to Atlanta. He went to Bill Laimbeer, Detroit Pistons legend, to
Yep.
build him a team in the image of a hard-nosed championship team.
Yeah, and it worked.
But for your football team,
He went and
you
got
got
Robert Patrick.
dad
Oh
bod
shit.
turn model to build you New England Patriots East.
Yeah,
Me West.
I mean West. You right.
yeah, yep. That's what happened.
And I gotta sit there and watch on TV people celebrate in my face that the Bucks are winning.
They didn't y'all win this week?
And Geno
Hey,
Smith,
they won because the Aces was there.
we won because the Aces was in the locker room.
I told you, just let them walk through the locker room and touch stuff. Winning is contagious.
Oh shit.
Let Becky go sit in Pete Carroll's chair for a little while. Just let them go touch stuff.
It,
You know what? Nikki Fargas is the one who y'all really need to walk through there and touch. She the current president of the Aces. Just let her go touch stuff too. Just tell all of them, hey, since y'all off and y'all got time, just come visit.
Um, I'm gonna move on, but I'm just gonna say this. Um, Mark, you know my ad. Just pick up the phone.
Oh God, that man has no idea who your ad is.
You know what? He do. He know who my ad is. He know where it
Mm.
is. Just like Jill Scott know my ad.
Oh
What's up, Jill?
Jesus.
It's me.
Hey
It's
man,
your boy.
how the hell White Jesus take D'Angelo and not Mango Mussolini?
When I tell you, I seen a President Medal of Freedom being given out, and I'm not gonna name the names, and I ain't gonna talk about it. But the level of y'all got me fucked up. But I digress. All right. So that the Aces won title that happened this weekend.
Yep, very
Um
convincingly too.
um. Then there was I tried to wait for Doc. There was a game in Jackson, Mississippi for homecoming.
Hmm.
And I was on this podcast. I said this game gonna be close. And I seen a lot of people, it's gonna be a blowout. I said, no. I said, I'm picking Alabama State by 3 because I it's the quarterback play. Everything else being even, because that's how I felt. Everything else is even. With the exception of the run game from running backs at Alabama State. I felt like everything was even. It would come down to quarterback play. Um, and it went back and forth, right? The key moments for me. There go Doc. Key moments for me was the fourth quarter interception by Andrew Body. That was key, right? And if we being honest, everything in the game didn't start until Andrew Body threw that interception. Because then it became a let's see who want to win the game, right? So the interception by Andrew Body, and I was on the Spaces on Sunday with Bethune Cookman Spaces with Jerry from Hale Wildcats. I was on the Spaces, and I remember the play, but off script brought up the play. It was a running back motion out to the wide side of the field, on the right side of the field, and they came back with a tunnel screen going back to the middle of the field the other way. That was a huge play. That was a momentum changing play. Again, that play, key play, drive down, score. Okay.
Let me tell you like this. I'm there. I was on the sideline. Both teams left too much time on the clock. Bama State, when we left too much. So when we went up, um, no. So when 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 Bama State went up, because first of all, we did left. I think when we scored first time. No, not even the first time. When they got to stop. We had too much. We gave them too much time on the clock. They had like 7 minutes on the clock. Like when we drove down the field to tie the game. I mean, yeah, not even tie the game. I'm trying to figure out what it was. It was one of them where we gave too much time on the clock. Um, but But when we went up 38-34, we went up 38. The 34. That was we gave him too much time on the clock. 4 minutes left on the clock. And then the first time, I mean, they gave us when they went out 34-31, they gave us too much time on the clock. We had 4 minutes left on the clock, like 4 minutes and 20-some seconds on the clock. We drive down the field. We drive down the field. We scored a touchdown. So then we still gave them too much time on the clock because 50 seconds is an eternity.
3 timeouts too. 3 timeouts.
There's 3 timeouts left. So basically, you kick. When you kick the ball, you kick it hard as much as you can, and they still have to drive the length of the field. They still have to drive the length of the field to get into that position. First and foremost, here's the thing when it comes down to it. A lot of people going to talk about what is the clock. A lot of people going to talk about the clock management. And they were saying, so throwing the ball in the middle of the field. That's the first thing I feel like that Dallas State kind of did wrong. I mean, throwing the ball in the middle of the field, but because if it was in that field, you get a first down, that clock still gonna go. They was lucky enough to, even catch the ball in the middle of the field. And then to get to the 1.5 yard line and to have 1 second left. So even when I looked at it, being on the field and I seen it, it's like as soon as his arm went down, the clock supposed to stop regardless. And
yeah, and even on I watched the replay this morning at 4:00 in the morning, and when his arm went down, they gave him the 1 second. And here's the thing: they gave him the 1 second. Everybody ran on the field. I don't think if everybody doesn't run on the field, they don't get that timeout in because he go down, time expired. But everybody ran on the field. That stop play, you get one.
No. It wasn't because everybody ran on the field and stopped play. What happened was because as soon as he went down, it was automatically there was still 1 second left on the clock.
1 second, first down. You're right. First down.
It was automatically 1 second left on the clock. As soon as he went down in his first down, first of all, the clock stops. So as soon as he goes down, clock stops. You got yourself do that. I don't know if they still had a timeout left.
They did.
They had one timeout left. He takes the timeout. They go in, regroup. Okay. Now here's the thing. That very last play to run a speed option pass on the short side of the field, and I was right there on the short side of the field on the left side, and so basically, I'm telling you, as soon as he pitched the ball, Ashton Taylor just came, he literally came out of nowhere, literally came out of nowhere and stopped him at the 1.
But Doc, that's the thing.
That's how bang that play was. That's how close that play was. That's how close I was to that play.
Here's my issue, Doc. we've been saying on this show, and everybody in HBCU space said, one, Andrew Biden is the best quarterback in HBCU land. Fine. If that's the case, you give the best quarterback in the land the option to throw the ball or make a play. Don't limit him. And I don't want to bash the coaching staff because you had a short amount of time to come up with a play. But I don't think in any case, passing should not have been one of those options. He has been scrambling his behind off the whole season. Put him in the pocket. It's granted, it is a very tight, small space. But one mistake, you got Andrew Body one-on-one with a linebacker or one-on-one with a safety. You got better chances of that than getting to the short side of the field. That's what was crazy to me.
And the whole time of the game, man, we really couldn't bring that boy down. We could not bring him down the whole time of the game. Like it was like he had pause, baby oil out, baby oil on the
God damn.
pause. But that's how, man. Look, that's how elusive he is, man. And he can do that. He's been doing that against us for the longest, but he can't just get it done against Jackson State.
Yeah, again, it was a great game. Absolutely great game. And I'm going through a lot of these topics because this ain't the football podcast really quick. But I want to say this. For everybody that was screaming about the mistakes and the penalties and all that, you got the game of the year. Y'all can shut that shit up. All of that don't matter. You got your money's worth. Whatever you paid to get into that game, you got your money's worth.
I'm telling you, ain't everybody in all the HBCU football. It don't matter if you was SWAC, the MEAC, or Division II. Everybody had their damn eyes glued to this game on Saturday. It did not even matter if you was playing the game at the same time. We were all playing. Everybody's eyes was down there glued to this game on Saturday. Nobody cared about the
I
score
was
and
in a tree
something.
stand Saturday afternoon. I was checking everybody's scores. But yeah.
Like they nobody like even I'm on a MEAC call and Trey Oliver was like, shoot, when nobody paying no attention to what was going on in Tallahassee where he was whooping at y'all, he was paying
That's
his
what we're
ass.
doing. That's what we're doing. And that's what we're doing.
I'm
I
just saying.
don't even give a damn. I'm tired of being the only person that bad. Coach getting all these goddamn jokes.
I'm
So
just
we're gonna go there.
I'm
He
just
ain't
Hold
going
I'm
nowhere. It's
just
the damn
I'm
shit
just
that
saying,
bad.
bro.
That
You
motherfucker
gotta
probably ain't even paying attention.
I, I'm just saying, yeah, Mr. Hey, Carl Cunningham, that was the best game of the year. I don't care. The best game of the day, best game of the year. I don't care what anybody say. If you mad,
I
argue with your mama and your daddy.
I'll say this. I think that was that game, and if you don't watch NAIA ball, you got to watch NAIA ball. Florida Memorial and Southeastern, them two games. That game and the Southeastern game with Florida Memorial, them the two best games I have seen this year. Period. And if you haven't seen Florida Memorial, you can see them on UEN Urban Edge Network. It's they have on-demand games that you can watch. So, but them two games, best games of the year, hands down.
And just looking at it, I'm like, and not taking nothing away. Andrew played his damn ass
Hmm.
off.
Absolutely.
He played his. I talked to his mom and dad after the game. Um, me and my mom, we caught up with them after the game, and I told him like, man, he should not hang his head down for this game because he played his ass off. And I was asking a lot of better
But again, it goes back to what I said a few weeks ago.
Mm-hmm.
Hell, technically his season is done.
Well, yeah, because they can't go to the playoffs
Because
because of trade day.
they can't go for a SWAC championship. They can't go to Celebration Bowl. The best is they could qualify for a playoff berth. That's it. But
But they can't
effectively,
do that either.
because the other side of the
Whoa,
conference,
hold on. So wait, are they on probation?
Who?
I don't think
Alabama
so.
State.
I don't think
No,
so.
they can't go because they play the Turkey Day Classic when
Oh,
the
that's right.
Oh
Yeah,
yeah,
that's
playing
right. That's right. That's right.
playoffs.
that's the same weekend.
They
So effectively, his season is done. So I understand why he would hang his head, because not because damn this loss, but shit, I'm done.
But see, here's the thing too. Here's another thing. Technically, he's not. They're not done. Technically, they're not done. They have to. They like something has to happen for them to get up in there to the SWAC championship game. They only got one conference loss. Let's say they just
No,
go
and aren't we all? What side of the conference is Alabama State on?
on the
East. They on the
East.
East. Everybody got one. Well, everybody but Jackson State got one. Everybody but
Okay,
Jackson State got one.
okay. All right, never mind.
But I'm because we got a guest potentially coming on in a little bit. I'm we're gonna move on off of this because we're gonna get more in depth in this on Thursday. We're gonna start and we're gonna go in Tallahassee. We're gonna start in Tallahassee, but we ain't gonna start on the side y'all think I'm gonna start on. We're gonna start on the other side.
Oh,
I'm
dominate
about
or the football team.
the football team and cornroll Mike. I done had it. I've had enough.
Not cornrow, Mike.
I listen. Forget what people are telling you. Florida State has the money and the resources to build a winner. If they don't have money that they need right now, they can send out one email. I think that list got 80,000 on that list. I could be wrong, but I think that list got 80,000. There's no excuse to be losing the Pitt. There's no excuse to be losing to Pitt at home in Doak Campbell Stadium at Bobby Bowden Field to a freshman quarterback who had 386 yards.
And that's a basketball school, honestly.
So, for people that say that I'm disrespectful to the coach, I am not disrespectful. I hope he stubbed his toe every morning at 3 a.m. Yes, I put that for sale sign in front of his yard. This season is over. He has not won an ACC game in over 390 days.
Damn.
So,
Wait a minute. Damn.
so
I'm gonna shut up.
for everybody that's telling me I'm not a real fan, and I missed the nose by 10. Remember me? All summer, or all the end of summer, I missed the nose by 10. And we beat Alabama.
He is
And
Mr.
they ain't did nothing.
I would march the Watch 100 at his doorstep at 3 o'clock in the morning while he stubbed his toe.
It's getting to the point now where I'm going to start turning on his sprinklers in the morning. That's where we at now. He need to figure it out.
I turn on his sprinklers.
Bro.
Because it's getting to the point.
Hey, that's a new one,
Listen,
tomorrow.
it's getting to the point now where one of us got to go, and I ain't leaving Seminole Nation.
Troy say you the guest here. Goodbye.
It's bad. There is no. You cannot put lipstick on a pig. It was so bad that I went and looked up a book on the 3-3-5 defense because I wanted to make sure my eyes were seeing what my eyes were seeing. So, no, we shouldn't have fired them last year because firing them last year would have been $74 million. And no, we should not fire him today because firing him today is $58 million. But on 12/1, it drops down to $53 million. His ass got to go.
It don't
And
matter if you wait till 12/1 and you fire him now. Y'all still gotta pay that man 60 million dollars.
58 is way more than 53.
But
We got enough to pay him 53 in December.
it's
We
still
don't
$50 million. You
listen,
still gotta pay him.
but it's not alumni money that we're using to pay him in December. We're using the lawsuit money and our disbursement money to pay him. See, it's not paying him, it's how you pay him. Just like everybody's like, oh, that Adidas contract that James Franklin or that Penn State got. Why do you think they fired him? It wasn't that Adidas was giving them $300 million. That's apparel and everything else. The thing is that they don't have to spend money on something, equipment and whatnot. That's already taken care of. So the money that I had allocated for that, oh yeah, we finna get rid of this dude because they have a real AD that's serious about big time athletics. Their AD said, I had to evaluate the program. If we're in a space to have our players develop and grow and play for a national championship and be a top tier program, he's serious about it. AD ski mask, you got grace till December 2nd.
I
I got nothing bad to say.
I want Franklin in Tallahassee.
And now we're going to the other side of the track because I know goddamn well he ain't going to Florida State.
He can't do no worse job.
Mother. We're going to take a quick break.
My roof. Look at my roof. You play too much. Now, if I get into it with them, I gotta live here and you don't. Don't be getting it. You gonna get me in trouble.
I'm just saying.
I apologize, ladies and gentlemen. It
What?
almost got indignant.
It's
What?
going to anyway.
But there was another game in Tallahassee this weekend. And I'm just going to
That
say,
was a free scrimmage.
you ever feel like a coach ain't been listening to the fans all season?
The coach
And
don't
then
even listen to his damn self.
and then it's like, here you go.
Coach
And for
pays
people that
assistant coaches and he don't listen to them neither.
so FAMU started Jet Fest this weekend. And the start of the game, North Carolina Central marched down the field. And as I said, when Walker Harris is under pressure, he is human. And he threw an interception. Now, everybody was praising the interception. And my issue was my defensive coach allowed the team to march down the field the first drive and convert third down after third down to put them in the red zone. That's issue number one. And I like Cozy, so this ain't me bashing Cozy. This is just an honest assessment. When we got on offense, I can't tell you how bad the offensive line is because I can't tell you how bad the wide receivers are. There was not separation. There were, again, drop passes. What I can tell you is that Thad Franklin is the best player on that team. He has hovered around 5 yards of carry, point blank, period. But this is now where I have a problem. Why is Thad Franklin only getting the ball 9 times in any game? He a senior. What we saving him for? Thad ain't the type of dude to be like, no, coach, let somebody else go. Give him the ball. And again, this is me, the fan. Say me, the media person. This is me. And that's my problem. That's my problem, Jamarcus. That's my problem. Part of my problem. The other part of my problem is I went to Florida State just like the head coach. I don't think I ever remember a time where there was a 3 down lineman and we wasn't blitzing at Florida State. If I'm wrong, somebody tell me. But there's no way you got 3 down linemen and you ain't blitzing. And Walker Harris ain't one of them ones you can just sit down there and give him too much time. So there was nothing good that came out of this game. I can't honestly tell you how good North Carolina Central is because everything that I saw on the outside of the field was bad.
I'll do you one better. I'll do you one better. When your team is not prepared for a game, it's abundantly obvious when the game starts. And I do not think that in this game, I'm not talking about any other game, but this game, I was there watching. There were no in-game adjustments. There were no it was almost like they had a script, and that's what they called. Like they on first down, you have a running back that's getting 5 yards to carry. You try screen passes, and they go either incomplete or for no gain, or even lost yards. Why wouldn't you
Against
just
the
turn
stat box,
around?
Marlo. Against the stat box now.
Why wouldn't you just turn around and put it in his belly? This is when they were spread. The box wasn't even stacked; it was a light box. This is when they were in spread. I can't understand it. The football the football player in me would have lost my mind if my OC was calling plays like that.
Again, when your head coach got assistant coaches that he don't listen to, when he himself is stubborn and hard headed to the point where his job is fucking on the line, where the fans are done, and everybody looking at him crazy. This is what you get. There's no way in hell that man has looked at his team. We are in what, week 6,
Yeah,
7?
7 going to
So
7.
this
Yeah,
this is week 7. This is currently week 7. So there is no way that him and his coaching staff have watched film and looked at this team from week 6 to now and been happy with the product they put on the field. Have been happy with the way they've called games. Again, if you're a head coach and you're an offensive coordinator, special teams coordinator, you are an expert in your field
supposed to
to
be.
a certain extent. These fuckers wouldn't even be good at coaching high school ball right now. These guys, the high schools coach could beat their ass with the players they got right now, just based on how their body work to this point.
It's very disheartening to this isn't. We're not in a vacuum. Like this is conversations that's been had around the stadium. Like he's lost. Basically, he's lost the fan base.
You and and this is what makes it especially ridiculous. You have now pissed off the very fan base that fought for you to get the damn job in the first place.
Correct.
Acting a whole ass on the internet for weeks for you to get the very job that you pissing on right now. I said it on this podcast at the beginning of the season, before the season started. With me, he had this season. He had this season. And if he didn't put it up this season, he could cancel his lease and his wife could come and pick his ass up. I've been there since week 3.
Um, we get not paid to analyze football. and to entertain people. There was absolutely nothing on Saturday that I could bring to y'all that was entertaining. Nothing.
What is fucked up is I didn't even go to the game.
No,
Shorty
what's fucked
texted
up
me and said, "Hey,
is
where you at?" I was in the damn tree stand trying to kill him. Well, it's for, but I was in. It was two
Don't do
o'clock.
that.
And I was in the woods.
Whatever grandma say, that go. So we good.
Well,
We
yeah,
good on
I'm
that.
not exactly. So, and honestly, I had been constantly like, "Am I going to this game? Am I going to this game?" Because deep inside, I knew just I knew I you know what, I didn't think it was going to be as bad as it was, but I didn't have faith. I'm like, hey, if we pull out this W, amazing. If we lose, uh,
and,
and to take a step further, Alex Woods was the head coach in my undergrad. You are getting to Alex Woods territory.
it is. This is like year two. Last year, he started the decline towards the latter part of the year, but this is year two. There has been nothing but regression. Like it's been regression in play calls, regression in defensive play calls.
When
Like
Alex
it,
Woods was the head coach, he was so bad and the stadium was so empty that you could sit in the stands and hear the conversations amongst the head coach and the coordinators on the sideline.
this is it got that bad after halftime.
It was bad.
The
It
alumni side was good, but the home team, the student section, ghost town, crickets. Like in
There's
their
no way.
defense, why would you stay?
They on the hot side of the field, and even though it was supposed to be cooler, it was still hot out there.
Yeah,
Yeah, but we stick the heat out when the game is close and we have
if it's a
something to be
game,
excited for. We will stick the heat out. There have been years where we have stuck the heat out. Hell, when we barely beat A&T by 1 point that year, I swear to God, it was 102 out there. Stands were still
When
full. We will stick our heat.
I just
and to add insult to injury, they had former players come back because Ken Riley Field. They had players that played under Ken Riley in his era come
Yep,
back to the stadium at halftime when the
yep.
score was so damn lopsided. Like,
there was a player from I think 2 years ago that was next to us yelling, "It's a cover three." I'm like, oh my god, that's where we at.
Yep, that's where we at.
And then I'm gonna play this clip again because it ain't necessary. Listen, when Florida State people go into HBCU spaces, there is a level of pride I feel. However, right now, it's not good right now. It's not good.
My roof. Look at my roof. You play too much. Now, if I get into it with them, I gotta live here and you don't. Don't be getting it. You gonna.
Jose is making it difficult for me to tell people that I went to Florida State. Because believe me, there are alumni that don't like the fact that I went to Florida State and I cover FAMU. And I can't be mad at them. Look what's happening.
I think the problem isn't the fact that he went to Florida State. It's the fact that he ain't learned shit when he went there.
Yeah, this man played for Mickey Andrews.
Like he
I
played
know.
under a defensive guru, literally. Like I don't get it. You can't.
Hey,
You have a good.
Jamarcus Robinson, you are absolutely right. And
But
you
here,
right.
here's the
They played
but here's the
entirely
thing.
too safe. They
But here
played
my
like for the fans and for the players, they ain't need this win.
Jamal, this is what I was told on Saturday. FAMU is not playing a 3-3-5, a 3-2-5. They're playing a 4-2-5. However, I saw an edge go cover a tight end and a running back in the flats.
Who said they
To
playing a
me,
4-2-5?
one of the guys from the sideline said, I forget who it was, said they playing a 4-2-5. I was like, that don't make sense. Because why is this edge covering running backs, and that it didn't make sense. But that's what I was
Exactly.
told.
You shouldn't be covering water running backs and tight ends in a 4-2-5.
You got 3 people rushing the passer is insane.
It's literally the dumbest defense you could call against a quarterback that is mobile.
And the wild shit, the damn defense ain't the defensive coordinator for Central. Is that the defensive line? No, that's defensive line coach.
I think that's the defensive line coach. No, the offensive line and the running back coach from Central.
Okay.
And listen,
Like
we're gonna move on for this.
Here.
We gonna
You gotta show me some fight.
Oh, shit.
Like there was no fight to be had in that scheming. Like a coach is supposed to help their athletes fight, and they didn't do that.
I'm gonna be honest with you. It looked, when I go back and watch that game, it looked like the team just said, "Fuck it, we ain't we ain't got nothing else to play for. Might well just be like."
But that ain't even true. That's the fucked up part about all of this. Excuse my language for all the good Christian people. The messed up part about all of this.
They ain't come stop by here every week.
The messed up part is you are 1 game out. You still have something to fight for. Absolutely. You ain't Southern. You ain't Texas Southern. You still have something to fight for.
Texas Southern got something to fight for now. So.
Oh, they do? Okay. So Texas Southern's still in it. But, you ain't Alcorn. I'm from St. Pete. Give me a break. There's something to fight for. Now, at homecoming, here's the thing that is crazy to me. At some point, when you are playing a team that is right around rock bottom, either you're going to hit rock bottom or you're going to fight your way up.
Yep.
This is a game that you cannot lose. There are stakeholders that have been saying since the Orange Blossom Classic, we need to get a new coach. Like Marlo say, somebody got to show me some fight.
The coach, but hey, to Doc's point, it's hard to show fight when your coach ain't even fight. You can't put me in a box and be like, hey, you finna lose a $750,000 a year job if you don't come out this way. Everybody finna die. Everybody.
I'm Will Miller, everybody. I'm Will Miller, everybody.
And I talked about Florida State can put out that call. We've seen FAMU put out that call.
But we fired an alumni homecoming week.
Alumni who played in the league.
Alumni who played in the league got fired on the Tuesday before homecoming.
That's crazy. That's crazy work. And who did he get fired by? A goddamn Seminole.
Was it a Seminole? No, what you call it?
Ooh. That was Boucher.
No, I thought Winslow fired him.
No.
Damn.
Wow.
I'm telling you, can't let no across the tracks, bro.
Here we go. See? And that's why I got to run this all the time.
My roof. Look at my roof. You play too much. Now, if I get into it with them, I got to live here and you don't. Don't be getting it.
I mean, I don't understand the problem. Where the lie at in it? The only Seminole that I want in on the highest of 7 hills is Charlie Ward, and he was born at Foothill.
Got a point.
The rest of them some like I want nothing and hope nothing but the best. Like I want everybody who put on their orange and green to succeed in everything they do. But you gotta want it too. You gotta want it more than me.
Yeah.
Do y'all understand? I lost an eyebrow again before homecoming.
Yeah.
But
Running behind them goddamn nose.
I told you you
hold on.
hired the wrong Memphis coach.
Anyway, we're gonna run this clip real quick, and then hopefully our guests will be here. If not, we'll talk about some of these other events that took place this weekend.
It's the disrespect segment.
Uh-oh. Here we go. Mike Evans. It's time to talk about it. Money. Guaranteed contract. Got paid. Supposedly the Bucks' best wide receiver. Money. He ain't running away from me. Money. He will get some contested catches.
His name is Mike Evans.
Mike Evans has been known to get locked up from time to time against corners with speed and size.
By who?
And this was one of those games where he got locked up. And those new additions. And hold on. I want to know what dude on this podcast said put Julio Jones in bubble wrap until December. I wait. It's silent in Orlando this week. We had a whole 9-minute diatribe. It is silent in Orlando.
What you mean solid? Ain't no solid. First of all, we still got another bet. We have a better record than your team. Your team won 8 games. And you over here beating your chest, happy because another team had offensive struggle against the number 1 offense in the league. And you really gonna sit up here and make it seem like you Nostradamus by being able to say, oh, your team, somebody's gonna get hurt. Every team, somebody got hurt.
No. I know we're not talking about the Buccaneers gonna win the Super Bowl 8 years in a row, and you got lucky when Tom Brady showed up. We're not doing that. This was based on science. Every year.
Every
the
year
last
we did
4 years,
4
Julio
years.
Jones
You said
get
8.
hurt. I'm talking about
How many
Julio
years
Jones.
have we been doing the podcast? That's how long I've been saying the Buccaneers gonna go to the Super Bowl.
Okay, but every year on this podcast, when y'all got Julio, I said every year for the last 4 years he's been hurt. Put him in bubble wrap. He was supposed to be the difference maker in Tennessee, and he was not because he was injured. He wasn't even practicing.
Throwing to him.
He wasn't even practicing. That's why the coach was pissed off at the beginning of the season, talking about if we could just get all our players in practice.
That's not his situation in Tampa.
No, it's not his situation in Tampa. His situation in Tampa was he was at practice, but his very first play was beautiful. It was a 40-yard bomb, a strike by Tom Brady. What happened next? I'll wait. Put that dude in bubble wrap. Don't even mention his name. He shouldn't even be on the active roster until December.
I want you to keep this same energy when we get to the latter part of this season.
You know what I enjoy about those clips? When I tell
And
Marlo
I
I'm right
still,
about something, and he know I'm
I
right.
still ain't get my, I still ain't get my bottle. I'm right about
You
that.
did. You did get your bottle. You ain't get one bottle. You got two
Mm-mm,
small bottles. Don't do that. I got two small
mm-mm.
bottles because you got two small bottles
That wasn't
from
that
Total
wasn't a
Wine.
bet.
I don't know. Then I don't know what the bet is. I don't know what the bet is. But getting back
You
to,
lose,
to
you lose to me so often that you can't remember which one you lost.
oh, here we go. Here we go. Anyway, getting to the
You
point.
lose that much, sir. And we was a game
Anyway,
away from going to the Super Bowl that year with Mike Evans and
it
forget
wasn't
everybody
Julio
else.
Jones. It wasn't Julio Jones. But here's my point. My point is Mike Evans should have been in bubble wrap this year. Um,
The way y'all two
yeah.
go, I need to start drinking, man.
Ain't that the reason you a little lackluster today? You been
No,
enjoying homecoming?
I'm shoot. I'm done with homecoming. The reason why is because shoot, I didn't get no sleep and I just woke up. I gotta go work.
Nah,
That's that homecoming hangover.
I ain't drinking no
somebody
homecoming. That's the thing.
somebody be swearing they be right. So I just have to set the record straight. Cause he won't bet me no bottle this year that his team gonna have a better record than mine.
I'm trying to get them. And speaking of which, crash out in five, four, three, two. Why are you winning games? You can't make the playoffs. Why are you winning games?
Hey, that's because Mark told him not to embarrass him in front of his favorite kid.
You, do you know how stupid it is to mess up draft assets? Because you're not getting one player that helps this team.
Mark went in that locker room and said, "Hey, the ace is outside. Don't fucking embarrass me."
I think Gino only threw one interception.
Act like y'all got some sense today.
They
And then they went and won.
because they gave Aston Genty the football.
Hey, well, I mean,
what,
your
what did
coach
we
seemed to
learn?
have a problem with that. Mister, I'm gonna throw a ball on goal on first and goal for a Super Bowl. Like I don't have one of the best running backs to ever touch a football in the backfield.
Yeah.
Mm.
Your coach is good for not giving good running backs the ball. That is
And
on brand.
I just want him to go to a nursing home and sit his ass down somewhere.
that's your coach.
That's your coach.
I said that was an insane hire when they hired him, but hey, now we here.
It was insane when he was wrestling football players like you ain't in your 80s. Sit
That
your
too.
ass down somewhere. But that's
Yep.
okay. We'll move around the league. I don't know what happened in Carolina, but the crash out apparently can catch some footballs.
Yeah,
Ooh, talking about NFL young boy George Pickens.
Yeah.
yeah.
George Pickens apparently might be the best wide receiver on the team when they throwing the
Hold on
ball.
now. The fuck you talking about? I like
That's
George
what he
Pickens.
said.
I like Mr. Shiesty George Pickens, Mr. NFL young boy George Pickens, but the best receiver on the goddamn team wears number 88.
All I know
I,
is he
I
went out there.
don't hear it. When he come back, he gonna get his touches.
Ain't no way y'all gonna take that man from getting nine catches, 100 and some yards, to go back to three, four catches. That is not happening.
What you mean that ain't happening? What
All
you mean that
right,
ain't happening? Just because it ain't
listen.
happening to you, it's happening on your team right now.
He ain't on our team. We don't listen. We do a lot of stuff. We do a lot of stuff bad. What we
You
did not do
got an
was
owner.
get
You
that
got an
dude.
owner that look like a Chucky. That got a Chucky haircut.
I still want to see this young lady that he said she don't know who he is and she like it for him. I need to see what she look like.
You know good and damn well he was lying. He ain't that damn stupid.
I just, I'm just saying.
That got to be clickbait, cause I be damn.
I was a little confused
But
on that discussion.
Sunday's game, Rico Dowdle. I don't know who put some shit in his Wheaties, but hey man,
The Cowboys, the
nah,
Cowboys,
hey man.
the Cowboys said he
You know,
wasn't good enough to be on that practice squad.
I don't know what Jerry was thinking. And Eberflus, it has to be the worst fucking defensive coordinator in all of football, even Pee Wee football. I don't give a damn what you say. Yeah, I said it. I said it. He is the worst fucking defensive coordinator in football, all of football, Pee Wee football included. And Pee Wee football be somebody, daddy or uncle or cousin that's the defensive coordinator.
Pretty much, cause my brother was there, so a defensive coordinator. That nigga played basketball. They won a championship though.
I'm just saying.
Yeah.
I'm just saying. I ain't saying fire the whole defense, just fire him. This
Mama
is
is the
what we
pettiest
get.
person.
This is what we get for letting Al Harris go. For letting him go for nothing.
Uh,
See, and that's
y'all
we
still got a
that's
shot to win the East.
yeah, we got a shot to win the East, but with that defense on the field like that, because we got the Commanders this weekend. Oh no,
The,
not with that
that
defense on the
defense,
field. Even
that
Flus,
defense can't
worst
guard old people.
defensive coordinator in the NFL, in NCAA, in NAIA, Division Two, Division Three. He is worse in Canada football. He is the worst defensive coordinator in Pop Warner, Pee Wee, Juniors, flag football. He is the worst defensive coordinator. That's the reason why I
Wow.
always say go ahead and dig up Gary's mama so we can put that black dress on her so we can go ahead and bury him.
Damn.
At this point, it ain't even worth putting the disclaimer up no more. It is what it is at this point.
It is what
Um,
it is. Don't put no damn disclaimer on me.
and then Jacksonville lost to Seattle this weekend.
We surely did.
That was
I
crazy.
don't know. I don't know how. I don't know.
Trevor, I'm gonna tell you what's wild. Trevor Lawrence got sacked 5 times, and we still had a chance to win that game.
Who wet the
Yeah.
bed? That's the whole thing.
That
I,
man got hit 5 times, and we still had a chance to win the game. Fucking Brian Thomas drops a pass over the middle, and then Travis line up outside. That's the end of the game. I know you fucking lying.
it's all right though. Not to be outdone. Miami lost.
And that's because your damn quarterback got half of a brain down there.
Yeah,
How you?
he got super CTE.
Bro, again, I swear, I saw somebody on Twitter say that man was one hit away from not remembering his kid's name.
So basically, you said he was one hit away from being Antonio Cromartie.
Yes.
Wow. Wait a minute. Wait. I know Crow, and I was people
That was
was
unnecessary.
his daddy was good people.
That was
So
unnecessary. Yeah, you got.
that is
Yep, you got to
that
get that one. Yeah, you got to get that one. Yeah.
I'm sorry, but I'm sorry. Just watching that show, and Antonio couldn't remember all his kids' names. He got a whole goddamn
That's because he
innocent.
got 15 on him.
I'm
yeah,
just
he got a lot.
That man can't back out of a parking space.
Oh shit! I'm just saying.
We ain't say nothing wrong. It's
You
on
know what's
TV.
amazing? When I fill out the form for YouTube and it says, "Is this a kid friendly show?" It's
No,
real easy to
No.
say no. It's so easy. There's no debate on it. Um. Oh
No,
man, I was
hey,
not expecting.
my thing is as long as he taking care of his kids.
Yeah, I'm
he
cool with
do.
that.
He
Have as
absolutely do. But
have as many
so
of them as you can take care of.
in my family, we have a running joke. My grandma had one kid. That was my dad, right? And from that one kid, it ended up with 4 grandkids. And I think she got like 8 great grandkids and like 4 great grandkids, right? And for some reason, when she would get mad, she could never remember nobody's name. So she would say everybody's name, and then your name would end up being you boy or you girl. That is Antonio Cromartie with his own kid.
And I'm just and, and me and not Marlon, but me and Jamal just saying that Tua is one hit away from not knowing his kids' names.
That's it. That's all we saying.
That's all we saying.
Shit, he might be there. The way he
He
played.
just might.
All right. So I got some tough news that I got to deliver. Um, and it's got to do with Tennessee State. The OVC, Ohio Valley Conference, is about to lose yet another two teams.
I guess they still gonna pretend Eddie George won right, huh? Just saying.
So Little Rock, Arkansas Little Rock, is going to join the United Athletic Conference,
For
and they are
basketball.
saying, "What's that?"
Basketball. That's for
Right.
basketball.
And there are also two other schools rumored to leave as well. It-
Tennessee State AD better start making calls yesterday.
my understanding is that none of these moves are surprises for
I
athletic
wouldn't say
directors in the
so.
OVC. So I don't.
I mean, okay, so if the OBC is is losing people, have they even tried to invite anybody to join?
I haven't seen one single addition.
I haven't either, but that don't mean they hadn't asked.
That's true too.
Because
And maybe that should be my question. I don't know if Doc have people inside OVC territory or not. The one person that I talked to, no mention of saving the OVC was even brought up.
They don't want to say the OVC.
And then,
so back to
so we
my
don't,
original point. Tennessee State AD should have started making calls yesterday.
but it gets
No, you
complicated.
should have been start calling 3 years ago, 3 years ago when the Big South Conference joined the OVC when they merged.
Yeah.
And from I don't again, this is not anything that I'm reporting on. Just stuff that I heard. Apparently, Tennessee State rebuffed SWAC's overtures to join the SWAC.
Hey,
I
somebody
don't.
gonna have to change their goddamn mascot.
Marlowe in 5, 4, 3.
Which mascot?
Huh?
Which mascot?
How many Tigers in the SWAT right now?
3.
And Tennessee State's mascot is a what?
That's a tiger.
Oh
You might
God.
as well count them that school in Daytona. What the hell is a wildcat? A tiger.
Fucking bunch of cats.
So,
Damn kitty cat fight. You know,
so
the SWAC is gonna
somebody,
start standing
somebody,
for a goddamn sandbox.
somebody needs to change their goddamn mascot. Because if I hear one more time on this Sunday, the Tigers take on the Tigers. What the hell?
Oh God. It-
I
This
remember
somebody
boy,
somebody
asked
said, "Hey, we should
why.
invite Morehouse." I'm like, "Why? So we have a colored tiger?"
Oh
Just some
man.
bullshit.
Well,
They,
th- again, that's happening. Hopefully, all is well with Tennessee State. My only concern is that who's inviting them to join when their athletic spending is under question because they got restrictions and oversight from the state.
Good old state of Tennessee.
So I don't.
I think there needs to be a revival in HBCU funding and giving because we never look to the state to validate or make our programs. Like we made ourselves great, and it seems like the more state money that gets involved in a lot of these institutions, the more the less of say that these institutions have on where they are in their trajectory because they figure if they're holding the checkbook, they get to make all the decisions, and that to me is the disservice to the majority of the HBCUs that are under fire right now.
I don't want to get into this discussion because it's. I don't want to get on my soapbox. I don't want to get on my soapbox. So um, that's going on. But in other non-swag news, word on the street is Michael Vick is firing his defensive staff.
Fired. Fired. They office empty.
Why, Mike? Why? Why,
hey,
Mike? Why? 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 Mike?
Because the
Why?
other team scored more than they did.
I don't. You know what? I'm gonna let that go. I'm gonna let that go. Um,
I
But
mean,
it
if you
is
really
kind of
think
funny
about it,
though.
the swag, most of the swag was all tigers and
Yeah,
rams
that is
Yep.
kind of funny.
and a panther.
Yeah.
So
yeah.
Who
But
knew?
I don't. If you told me when this season started that Delaware State will look better than Norfolk State, I would have told you was lying.
I damn sure would have told you, called you a bald head ass. Like,
But each passing week, and people keep telling me Delaware State is a fraud and all this other stuff. Well, I'm looking at who they play and how they play them, and how everybody else play them same teams. They
yep.
don't look like no fraud to me.
well, I did get a chance to talk to both uh Coach Jack B Jack and Coach Vic on the coach call, and I think with Deshaun Jackson, he's about business. I think both coaches are about business, but Deshaun has a much better staff, you know, than Mike does.
Which is why Mike showed their ass the door.
So but like I was asking him about him having Clinton Portis. as your running back coach over there, and you running for 600. Even though it's a Division II school, you still ran for 608 yards on this team. You know, um, uh, these Deshaun was up. He was more upset that one of his running backs only had 3 touches and took himself out the game. But in those 3 touches, he had 158 yards rushing.
Coach, let somebody else get some wreck. Let somebody else get
Yo, hold on. I'm like, oh, wait a minute. He took himself out the game after he done got 158 yards on 3 rushes.
It wasn't a. I can't. Okay, in a blowout, I can't fault him for that though. Let somebody else get some wreck, get some numbers. I got good numbers, coach. Let somebody else get some wreck. I'm not gonna fault the player for that, but I understand. Deshaun is a player. He just happens to be coaching. Because if Deshaun would have had 157 yards receiving in the game, you better not look to take him out the game. Don't matter.
Right. He was
It don't
gonna
matter
put
how.
himself back in the game had you took him out.
Man,
He was gonna set himself up for you.
I'm just looking at it like I look. First of all, shout out to Deshaun Jackson. He complimented the hat wall on yesterday, and then I showed him my LA, this tan LA Dodgers hat. So I got to get him to try to find the size 8 for him. But just like I was looking at, like you taking yourself out the game. Deshaun Jackson he's a Cowboys killer. Look, I give him respect. I hate when he used to play us. It didn't matter if he was a damn Eagle or Redskin.
We don't got to remember the Buck time. His time with the Bucks was unmemorable.
But I'm just saying, with those two, I hated playing. We just hated playing them. But he still has that mentality like he played. But also with Coach Vic, he told what he said in the call yesterday, and was telling his players like, no, I really played football, and I just wasn't football. I really played, like, basically what he's saying is don't play on my name. Like, why are you playing with me? Why are you playing on my name? So for him to do that in the middle of the season, and he get ready to start conference play next week.
Oh man. Well, I just.
And I heard a little Buck comment.
Nobody care about you hearing the Buck comment. The coach at the time did not want Deshaun Jackson, and he was
Deshaun
still
Jackson
able to get it done.
he was not healthy when he played for the Bucks.
Didn't he go somewhere and ball out for a season? Was it the Rams?
Because he was hurt. He didn't start balling out. He didn't come back. He didn't play until later that year because he was hurt.
Wow.
I wish that he would have played healthy with the Bucks.
Then you could have told that lie a little earlier. I understand.
What lie?
You know the lie. But listen. I'm about to say something. I'm about to make you proud. Baker Mayfield right now is the third best quarterback in the league and should be an MVP candidate.
That's
That,
insane.
that's blasphemy. You gonna talk? How the fuck is that making me proud?
Because I said it.
What other quarterback is doing more with the weapons that Baker have?
Didn't I just say because I said it? Stop fishing for more. I said it.
Ain't
That's
no
it.
fishing for more. I don't need no validation from you. You're a damn Raiders fan. That shows your judgment is questionable at best.
My judgment is questionable. You do
Who's
realize
having
that.
a who's having a better MVP campaign these first 6 games? Who?
So I'm just going to say this
You
right
need
now.
to say who.
So
You
that guy in
can't.
Kansas City is still alive.
Yeah, but they losing. They won last week, but they've been losing. They done
Yeah,
lost 3 games.
they not they got
What
some
are you talking
kryptonite
about,
in
sir?
them right now. I ain't
They,
gonna
you
lie.
know what?
I ain't gonna lie to you. That man here in Dallas is playing
Yeah, Dak is definitely in front of him.
so I
Dak is in front of Baker.
Yes.
You said that it was serious.
Mahomes, if Dak had a defense that can hold somebody to 28 points a game, we would be having a different
If
discussion.
your auntie had a
There you
dick,
go.
she'd be
Where's the
your
button?
uncle.
Hold on, wait. I gotta get the button. Don't even say it. Don't even say it. Because I know he was gonna go there.
I'm talking about some damn ifs.
But anyway,
We talking about facts.
and I'm telling you facts. You have Mahomes, you have Dak, and you have Baker. Those are all MVP candidates. I'm sorry that dude in Buffalo should have never ever been an MVP candidate. That man don't know an interception he don't like.
I can't with this guy.
I put him in an MVP. What else you want?
I don't want that from you. It's like a Raider fan.
Jesus.
You
First
scared of
off,
the
you
Raiders.
can't shame me as a Buck fan during the worst periods of the time. Yeah, no, you can't never shame me. Never.
I don't
But
have no
this is my
shame. I'm a
thing.
Jaguars fan.
This is my thing. You were a Buck fan for shit. The better part of 30 years of your life. And when they start winning, you change and go to another team.
No. Hold on. So you keep making it seem like, oh, they won a Super Bowl and not changed teams. That ain't what happened. They won a Super Bowl, cashed out all their good players, bought Manchester United, cashed out all of their good players. Then I was like, you know what? At some point, an abusive relationship, you got to leave. I am not
Hmm.
Tamia. I'm not gonna be making songs about strangers in my house and keep getting my ass whooped.
What
I'm
God
gonna
damn.
leave.
in the fuck did you just say?
Jesus Christ.
Did you just say
He did.
what is who
You are
hurt
sick.
you? Who in the fuck hurt you?
The Buccaneers, the Glazers.
Like you throw salt
You
on
are
Tamia's
sick,
name
man.
and she is happily married.
For people who
Like
don't know, Tamia had made an album while she was married to a famous, while she's still married to a famous
I'm
basketball
pretty sure
player.
everybody that listens to this show is is an older millennial and up. They know that damn song.
That whole album, I'm trying to figure out what was going on with Grant Hill and his injuries that she was making them songs.
Cause he
Because
damn sure wasn't playing. He was at the house.
the album
a
make you
very
ask
a very
questions.
no it don't. It make you ask questions. Ain't nobody think nothing was going on in their relationship but you.
Oh no, go listen to the album. It's way too much questions. By the way, these are just jokes. I'm sure Grant Hill
Wow.
is a wonderful person, but he can get these jokes too. Ain't nobody immune.
at all.
What's going on with you, Doc? You real quiet. You done burned all your energy out from homecoming. Listen, for everybody that don't know what homecoming hangover look like, this is homecoming hangover. This is the quietest Doc being we've been doing.
Oh no, this ain't homecoming hangover. I told you my mom was with me for homecoming. She had fun. Um, oh my goodness. So she had fun. I had fun. Still working, and I think I still got the best SID in the game right now. Arguing with your mama and your grandma.
No, no, tell him to pick up the
No.
phone. I didn't call him and sent emails. Trav, I know you watch the podcast, man. I sent you an email. Don't act like the other guy. Don't act like that dude at Kent State. Don't be like him. You better than him. I met you. You much better
Fuck
than him.
him. Fuck him and that PWO.
See?
I still got a hangover from the game, just the game, nothing else, nothing of spirits or liquory. Nothing.
Listen, I ain't judging you because originally I was supposed to take my aunt to homecoming, but my aunt said that she had some stuff she had to take care of at the church. And to all them people at my aunt church that didn't help her get her stuff done so she can hang out at homecoming, I hope y'all fall on holy water.
First,
I want to
first,
hang out with my
first,
auntie.
first of all, we ain't doing that. We are not doing that shit. No, sir, we Bob. You need to put that goddamn disclaimer up there.
Let's talk about how somebody just like two coaches got fired in the middle of the season. Let's go ahead and get that out the way.
I was
Since
hoping somebody would be here, but he hasn't. So, which one you want to start with? You
let's
want to
start
start with?
let's start with small game James Franklin. Losing you lost to didn't he lose to Indiana? No,
No, he lost to. He lost to. He went across the. He just lost to. Was it Illinois? He lost to somebody he ain't got no business losing to.
Shit. Anytime you lose, you're supposed to
he
lose
lost to
now.
Oregon, right? I know the first one he lost to Oregon. Who
No,
they
he lost to. He just lost to. He just lost to
UCLA.
UCLA,
UCLA. Okay, so he lost the first game to UCLA, and then okay, Lawrence just told me he lost to
and then
Northwestern.
he lost to Northwestern.
How you lose to some goddamn genius?
They
It's
game
like you
plan.
losing to fucking Vanderbilt, in which he just
Vanderbilt got a good squad.
he came from Vanderbilt.
Vanderbilt got a good squad.
I mean, we
Vanderbilt
got
got one
to
loss.
the engineers of Atlanta, so
After
anything is
that.
possible.
The money that Penn State spends on their athletic program to lose to Northwestern, and don't get me wrong, Northwestern get $50 million a year too. Here go Lawrence talking about them Atlanta engineers.
I
Um,
said it, the engineers of Atlanta.
And you fuck around and find out. Go out there and play them.
Ain't they
listen, we
undefeated?
don't. Yeah, they're
Go
undefeated.
up,
Okay, I read
go
my.
up there and play them.
They ain't on the schedule.
Hey,
Not my.
hey,
That's not my. Listen, that's not my ministry. They ain't on the schedule.
hey, Marlo, you want to play them? You want to play the goddamn play the smart
Mm,
people over there in Atlanta?
And,
Not my
and
ministry.
don't now
Listen,
if
in
if
our
I had
in
the
our
resources
heyday,
they have,
I tell you, y'all down for when y'all down for really started in Troy from Florida State. Y'all down for really started when y'all lost to Georgia Tech years ago.
Yeah,
No, I'll tell
In
you when the
Tallahassee.
downfall happened. Here's when the downfall happened. When that white man got on national TV and said 6-6 ain't good enough. That's when the beginning of the end happened.
Nah, on the
Oh,
field.
that's when they fired Taggart, wasn't it?
Hmm.
Yep.
Yep.
Then you proceeded to have 2 straight losing seasons. You had a 10-4 season. You won, I think, 10-3, and you won the ACC. So
Do you know your coach is 36-30 as head coach at Florida State?
fuck him. I want him
36
to
and 30.
volunteer to resign.
I told you, y'all hired the wrong Memphis coach.
We, let me go ahead and say this. Florida State should not ever be in the business of hiring coaches from G5s. We were not at a point where we can go out and go, we can build with this coach who has built nothing.
Man, y'all,
I've said on this podcast, his resume says he get worse after 3 years. We had 2 COVID years, so he kind of got a break. But in year 3, which essentially was last year, he was terrible. Absolutely terrible. We got lucky in the transfer portal and got basically 2 first-round draft picks on the defensive line.
I'm gonna
And
tell
we
you
had Jordan Travis.
I'm gonna tell you like this: you hired the wrong Memphis coach because the Memphis coach now, Mr. Silverfield, is undefeated.
Doc,
It doesn't
I got
matter.
to ask you one question, Doc. How is he going to land a plane at Tallahassee Regional Airport if I find out they're trying to hire another Memphis coach? Just answer that question. That's the question to
You
ask.
hired the
How they going to
wrong
land a plane? How they
Ryan
going to land a plane?
Ryan Silverfield should have got the coaching job at Florida State. Y'all hired the wrong
These people led us to believe that this man was an offensive guru. The the best offense we have ever had is when his behind was not on the headset. But I digress. This ain't a Bash Mike Norville session.
offense y'all had was when Jimbo was the play caller.
No, actually, the best play caller we had was the coach that we allowed to take the fall for a fucking rising spear.
There you go. Why you got why? Hey, why you got to
Hey,
bring Rising
go ahead and
Spirit
put
in
your
here?
own disclaimer up there.
You know, went a whole damn near almost a whole year without him mentioning Rising Spirit, and guess what? He mentioned fucking Rising Spirit.
How you? We
And
ended
he
up
says it
on
with such
probation.
disdain.
We ended up on probation. The head coach took no responsibility. We fired that coach. He then took a 5-star offensive lineman with him. Yeah, yeah. Yay, Mike Norville. Yay. You know, when I was an undergrad, I was I was I was a very interesting undergrad student. And the fact that I haven't heard some creative undergrad student had his car towed is disappointing in the undergrads that are at Florida State right now. That's all I'm saying.
Wow.
Don't act like that, Marlo. It, we had some great times at Florida State. Great times at Florida State. I remember we changed the
Y'all did clear people stuff at
Who's
Florida
the
State.
best?
All
Who's the
that
best team
towing
in
people
Florida?
cars over there on the other side of the track. Gonna be some trouble.
The best team in Florida reside in reside in Coral Gables. The
no,
other
I
one,
don't. It's Kaiser. Kaiser is the best team in Florida. Damn it.
Jesus.
Damn.
They don't even have no
Damn.
team.
Your hate is so deep.
I
You are sick, bro.
He was giving no credit to that team in Coral Gables. My goodness, that team in Coral Gables is still undefeated. The other team that's in Tampa, University of
Listen,
South Florida, is 6-1.
do you know how much flack I get for not acknowledging that school in North Tampa?
Yeah.
Who the hell is North? You know what?
USF.
USF.
I'm finna
USF.
log off. I'm done.
This guy.
I know I got a paper from them. I know, but that's not the point. No, but all seriousness, everybody wants to give Miami credit. Miami gets no credit right now until they win an ACC title. We are working on 22 years in the ACC with no ACC title.
Well, if they didn't get forced out of the damn Big East, they would have been playing. They would have been playing for the title right now.
Yeah, because there was nobody else in the Big East, and the Big East was falling apart because football was making real money at that time. That's why they were forced out.
Nah, the basketball school said, "Fuck all that. We need our own. Y'all being greedy. Y'all greedy bastards."
I mean, it is what it is. But at the end of the day, it won't matter because in a minute the ACC is going to break up between the private schools and the public schools. Going to go other places. You will see a ACC with Miami, Duke, Wake Forest, maybe Georgia Tech. They're still a public school, but maybe Georgia Tech. So it'll be a
Where's Florida State gonna go?
Big Ten.
For what?
$50 million a year.
So they could lose over there
They
too?
not gonna get voted in the ACC, so that's
$50
it.
million a year. We're never going to the SEC.
Yeah.
The SEC was never even a discussion.
Florida, bro.
Amongst the fans, it was.
Yeah, the fans that didn't know the history behind it was like, oh yeah, let's go to the ACC. We'll be in a one. Florida was never allowing us to go in the SEC. That was never going to happen.
Hell no.
Two, there is bad blood between Alabama. Well, they may be dead now, but some old Alabama alumni and Bobby Bowden.
All of them probably dead now, honestly.
Yeah. So I don't. There is not a world where Florida State goes to SEC. There is a world where Florida State goes to the Big Ten, and that brings up questions of your complaint. We haven't complained, but other people have complained that Stanford has to fly from Palo Alto to Tallahassee or
Stanford knew that
into
shit when they
Cameron.
decided to join the ACC. Ain't no way in hell Stanford didn't look at. They didn't have no one, not now one of them professors over there in the business program to be like, "Hey, look at this and tell me if it makes sense." And I'm pretty sure they said that don't make zero motherfucking sense, and they did it anyway.
Cal ain't saying nothing wrong about that shoot. Flying
No,
across Berkeley.
Cal is happy to be in a conference.
I was
The
just
only
about to
reason
say that.
Cal is there is because Stanford is there. They were the plus one.
Stanford can
Yep.
go. I'm gonna say they go independent, but they ain't got
They ain't got it like that.
They ain't got it like that.
Let me rephrase that. They do have it like that, but their alumni base ain't gonna spin it like that.
Let me tell you something about Cal. Cal was in. They may still be in the middle. They was in the middle of an alumni university war because they said put Rich Rod, Rich Rod, the old Redskins coach. What's his name? God darn it.
Riverboat Run.
Yeah, Ron Rivera. Put Ron Rivera over the athletic department. Otherwise, you ain't getting a dime. These people was public. Like most boosters are quiet. They just don't give. They won't say nothing. And when people ask them, they'll tell them. But this was public. And when the university finally gave in, they started spending the money.
And Riverboat Run is running the. Ain't he running the
athletic department? just running the athletic department. But they lost that kid Mendoza. Is he at Indiana? I think he's at Indiana. He's a Heisman candidate.
You know,
So
college football is turning over in this grade right now. You talking about Indiana is undefeated again for the second year in the damn row.
you want to see me pissing somebody cereal?
And they playing good football.
And they good playing good football, but Florida State looking like goddamn basura.
It's crazy, ain't it?
Ass.
You just got $15 million from the ACC for free, and you playing like this. But let me piss in somebody's cereal. If Penn State offered that man that head coaching job, he gone.
Who? Signetti?
Yep,
Yeah.
he gone. If
Why?
Matt Rule gets offered the Penn State job,
But
he gone.
but why would they go?
Penn State has something that Indiana doesn't have in football and Nebraska doesn't have in football. They have a passionate fan base that was ready to cut whatever check they needed to make the move.
How you think Indiana is where they are now?
And Indiana got basketball money. They do not have football money like that.
Indiana
And that's
is
with
a
the $50
basketball school.
million. Yeah. That's with the $50 million. Now, at some point, they're going to have to invest more money into football, but they ain't there yet.
Well,
Hell,
this is what people don't understand about coaching. If you are building something and you're at the highest level, why would you go somewhere else? You're cementing your
he
legacy.
These
He's not
hoes
he's
gonna
not
ain't
get.
loyal.
he's not a legacy guy. He wants to hit the top of the top.
These hoes ain't loyal.
He's there. You were in the
Yeah.
playoffs last year. You're probably going to be in the playoffs again this year. Like if you build it, the money will come. Like I have no idea why people think that these coaches gonna run to these schools that have shown they have no
Because
coaching
they do
loyalty.
it. They do it.
They do it
We talk
like the
about James Franklin. James Franklin, well, it wasn't an easy, I wouldn't say it was a difficult lead, but he left Vanderbilt, who has
I
a
should have said
much better media rights deal and money spent in the program than Penn State at the time because Penn State was going through some stuff. And James Franklin was going through some stuff too. And for those who don't know, remember when James Franklin left Vanderbilt, he had a little player rape scandal before he left. And then not that long ago, he had another rape scandal at Penn State. So while everybody liked to throw up the Sandusky era, which was never an era, it was Joe Paterno era that the Sandusky scandal happened under. James Franklin hands ain't exactly clean too. And I ain't saying he sponsored it or none of that. I'm saying he was the head of the program, and usually you give the head of the program the scandal, if you will. So he left Vanderbilt, who was well resourced, to go to Penn State. He didn't leave Vandy and go to Tulsa.
Vanderbilt wasn't building or didn't have a legacy of winning football.
Right,
They
And
but
he
just
didn't build that. He
remodeled their
didn't build that
stadium.
there.
it's yours to
But
build. If you come into a program that ain't expecting nothing, then you can either A, make it what you want, or B, collect the checks and go elsewhere, like Tipton. But hey,
this is my point. Indiana is. You don't think they're gonna strike a check to this dude?
That's
they
like
are,
Yeah,
they
that's
are,
what I can check.
they are. But Indiana is a football school, but you do but look at schools like look at Duke, really not Duke. Look at the schools that have multiple revenue sports. They light years ahead of everybody. So
Hmm.
you get further in the game in the arms race that's college sports now when you have multiple revenue sports.
Yeah. And if you really think about it, when has Indiana been relevant in basketball?
Very recently, they
Yeah,
they 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 keep a squad. They'll be
when
behind the
when
squad,
they
but
then
they
went to
keep a
the
squad.
Sweet 16.
The men haven't, but the women have been twice.
Yeah.
That's what I'm saying. The men is the money generator though.
The last time, no,
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 when the women make the tournament,
no,
you get that money for 3 years.
no,
But,
exactly. And
but
look
what
at
I'm
you,
saying is,
Connecticut would not be able to afford shit if it wasn't for the women's basketball team.
yeah, I can agree to that. But I'm
So,
saying Indiana though,
but he
that
just told you
program.
when you get the money for 3 years when the women go. The women been twice, and they were ranked number one a couple weeks last year. But
But
but they
they
keep a
they
squad
money.
on some side of the ball.
Right, but I'm just saying they haven't been like their men's basketball squad hasn't really been a Sweet 16 team since Bobby Knight.
Eddie
Oh
Gordon,
shit.
yeah, I mean Gordon in that squad. What was that dude name? Not Sean Gordon. Eddie Gordon. What the hell was that man name?
Which one?
Played for Indiana. Eric Gordon was Eric.
Aaron.
Basketball?
Yeah,
Yeah, Eric Gordon played for Indiana.
yeah. I think that was the last team they had that went really deep that I can remember. I could be missing a couple squads, but like
What
We
Eric
Gordon?
can't.
Gordon team, that was the last one I can remember.
I think Oladipo.
Yeah,
Yeah,
Oladipo.
Oladipo.
Yeah, that one.
Shit,
But we
he been
need to
out there
acknowledge that.
55 years.
Listen, we need to acknowledge there are some schools that are stepping stone schools, and one school. Every time I mention it, I turn Twitter into an uproar. Oregon is a stepping stone school.
You a goddamn lie.
Yeah,
Okay,
Oregon.
I looked it
Yeah,
up.
Oregon is the
Name me in
destination.
the last 20 years. Name me one coach that was there longer than 5 years. Don't worry, I'll wait. It's only one.
Longer than 5 years? You talking
Longer than
about
five
you
years.
talking about before Mike Bellotti or after Mike Bellotti?
After Mike Bellotti, because Mike
Chip
Bellotti,
Kelly.
if you who?
Chip Kelly was there more than five
I'm
years.
sorry, you're right. Chip Kelly was the one. He was there 7 years. Nobody else. It has been a stepping stone school
No, you want to know why
over and over again.
old school? Because after Chip Kelly left, they gave the damn keys to Mark Helfrich. Mark Helfrich couldn't get the shit done, and he's still going off for Chip Kelly guys, and he still was running the same office that he was running, and he couldn't get it done. He got let go, and then after Mark Helfrich, who did they bring in? They brought in was it Willie Taggart?
They did.
They brought in Willie Taggart. Willie Taggart only stayed there because guess what? The opening for the Florida State job came up. He took the job over at Florida State. And then
Who was next?
Big
after that,
dummy.
it
Big dummy.
Mario Cristobal. Mario Cristobal it wasn't a stepping stone school. Mario Cristobal's real job was to go to Miami.
See, hold on. You ain't gonna do that. You ain't gonna just do that. He was
But
the head coach.
Dan Lannon been there for 3 years, and he ain't going nowhere.
Okay, that's what everybody say. If he win everything, his ass is gone, and you know it.
To
Oregon has
where?
always been a stepping stone
But
school.
where would he go that's bigger than Oregon?
So I'm
Listen,
saying, where would he go
listen. Hold on. Let me let me be
where would
let
he
me be
go?
honest.
Who got
Florida State is
got
not a bigger school than Oregon, but it is a bigger brand than Oregon. People do not stay at that
Nike
school for
spent a
some
lot of
reason.
money in Oregon for them to be
But
loose.
why would you want to go to Florida State? They have
What the fuck you
shown
mean?
they
I'm finna
have
mute this dude. What
shown
the fuck he
Nah,
just say to me?
Marlo.
What the
Hey,
fuck did he just say to me?
Troy right on this one. If
they
you're a
have
football
shown no
coach and you're
loyalty to
serious
a
about
coach.
football, you want to be in a school in the South. Florida
What
State,
I'm saying,
Florida.
Florida
You want
State
to be
has
at
shown
a school in the South.
Florida
Nobody
State
I'm
pays
has
about to
football
ruffle
shown
some
teams like
feathers.
the
I'm
South.
about to ruffle
here.
some feathers. Let me ask you this question, Marlo. If you are HBCU football coach, would you rather be in the MEAC or would you rather be in the SWAC? Don't worry, I'll wait.
I mean, come on.
No, it's the
You want to
exact same
play
thing.
in? No, it's not.
Yes, it is.
Like, it's if you compare resources to resources, who got more resources than Oregon?
I didn't say that. I told you. I said Oregon has more resources, but Florida State is a bigger brand.
Because they've been doing their football thing longer on a bigger scale. But
No, they haven't. Oregon been around playing football way longer than us. We was a girls' school when they was playing football.
I said on a bigger scale than Oregon.
We are Florida State. They are some ducks that flap their wings in the cold.
Oh my God. I'm just speaking
And without the
purely.
disrespect, I'm not saying this. I'm
I'm
purely speaking.
I'm just I'm
Coach
I'm
is
just
not
speaking.
saying. It's got to be something.
Why would you go to Florida State when they have shown that they could care less about their coaching carousel?
Because this is not 1978. You don't get to just hang out. You don't get to hang out and be cool. No, you don't get tenure. You win championships. That's it.
That's not true.
Stop talking to me about an ACC title.
That's
And
not
then
true.
you
If that was true, y'all coach wouldn't be there.
again. What I'm
Not
saying
true at all.
is one ACC title and the specter. It wasn't even a real rumor. I picked up the phone and called. It was the specter of him going to Alabama that they flipped out and restructured his contract. Worst thing we ever did. And now,
Let me
wait
be
for
honest
it.
with you.
Wait,
Let's be real.
wait.
Let's be real. Let's be real. Dan Lanning is not going anywhere but Oregon right now. He's going to stay at Oregon because if he did go somewhere else, he ain't going no Florida State.
No,
He would be going to Georgia. Kirby Smart ain't going nowhere no time soon. He
nah.
is a
He
Nick Saban disciple. That man ain't going nowhere no time soon. The only other place I would see Dan Lanning if Dan Lanning decided to leave Oregon is if that damn Clemson job opens up and Dabo Swinney is gone. He will go.
ooh, you just called one right there. He just
Yes,
called it.
nigga.
You just called it.
That's what I'm saying. Like, why would he leave? And just like Marlo said, why would he leave Oregon when Oregon got deeper pockets than any other school in the SEC? Oregon
Nah,
Because
had
no, but
nah.
hey, no, Doc, you keep saying that, but for some reason, hey, it's clear that money can't buy championships because Oregon would have a damn case full.
they would have a championship. But what I'm saying is, why would you leave Oregon when you got Nike in your fucking backyard and you got Phil
Because
Knight
why do I want to be in knee deep snow?
and they
Why
still
do I want to do that?
and they still in the
Why
Big
do I
Ten.
want to be in a conference that don't care about football?
So
Why do
Doc,
I want
here
to be
I'm about.
on the West Coast and nobody watches my games because everybody is watching the SEC, ACC, Big 12, and Big 10? Why
If
do
But
I
Doc,
in the Big
want to
Ten though,
stay here?
hold on, Doc. I'm about to answer your question. Clemson is about to be in the SEC.
Clemson
The move
South Carolina
they are,
South Carolina
they
trying to play.
Clemson is going to end up in the SEC. Florida State is going to end up in the Big Ten. The moment that didn't even click in my head until you said that. The moment they get close to going to the SEC, Dabo is gone. Dabo has graded on the alumni so bad. It is that relationship so bad. Oh God, it's
I'm
so bad.
surprised you called him Dabo.
Yeah, I was. Yeah, I couldn't help it. But that relationship is so bad. The moment they get ready to go to the SEC, they're gonna get rid of him. He has not. He does not take the new reality of college sports. He is not a fan of NIL. He could care less about the transfer portal.
Well, he
It
can go
is
back to
bad.
coaching high school football then. Shit.
Might as well.
Because without his defensive coordinator, who is currently at Oklahoma, he don't look the same. So, but yeah, I you know what? You that made it make sense. Yeah, you're right. Dan Leonard ain't going nowhere till that
Not going
Clemson job
nowhere.
open up.
And like I said, even if you say money don't, you can't buy a championship. Still, you still got Phil Knight in your back pocket that can give you a blank check and go and say, go out here and get your players that you need.
But better coaches have bounced.
The only reason why it's not going to happen the crazy thing about it not happening right now because they're in the Big Ten. They still got to deal with Ohio State, which I think that's their equal right there. They don't care about nobody else but Ohio State. That's it.
If Indiana win this Big Ten, he's gonna be looking around crazy, like, what's going on? What are we doing? You got to.
I think every coach in the Big Ten is going to look crazy. Like, what the hell's going on? Even Ryan Day at Ohio State is going to look crazy. What is going on? I can't. Do they? In fact, do they even play each other? Because if they play each other, shit, that's going to be the game. That's going to be the game of the year in the Big Ten.
Let's look up their schedule real quick. I am not seeing them on their schedule.
Okay, then. So guess what? You know who they'll play in the championship in the Big Ten championship game. If they keep going undefeated, they'll play Ohio State. Ohio State played already.
Ohio State plays Penn State on November 1.
Okay, that's a blowout. Is it in Ohio? Is it in Columbus or is it in Happy Valley?
No, that's in Columbus.
Okay, then that will be a beatdown right there because Penn State does not do good. They shit the bed when they play top 10 teams. And that's even before James Franklin got there. We talking about when they had Bill O'Brien. If TP was on here, he would have crashed out on that right there. But looking at it, nah. That I'm saying Dan Leonard ain't going nowhere. The other coaching job that's open right now is at UAB. The worst college football coach is gone. I'm sorry, Trent Dilfer. Trent Dilfer is the fucking game manager. God damn it. Jason Witten is a better coach than Trent Dilfer. And Jason Witten is coaching high school football here in Texas.
I don't have anything bad to say about Trent Dilfer other than the way he treated his assistant coaches was terrible. But in good news, Alabama State old defensive coordinator is available. For a team looking for a defensive coordinator,
well,
he's pretty good.
Who ain't gonna call?
Hell no, don't go there, man. Don't go there. Don't go there. Don't go there. Don't go there. Do not go there. Do not go there.
I ain't saying nothing wrong.
Not you. It was a comment in the chat. It was a comment in the chat.
Birmingham. That man ain't going no damn Birmingham. He gonna be in Jackson.
That shit's funny.
Oh God.
I wouldn't want to go to that rat hole either.
Boy, that school raggedy as hell. Always has been.
What school are y'all talking about is raggedy? Wait, what?
UAB.
Oh.
UAB was recruiting my nephew. He played for St. Benedict at Arbandale up in Memphis. That boy ended up going to a D3 school just to not go to UAB. That's how bad it is. He played for Maryville. He ended up playing for Maryville.
That man said I would go play at Birmingham Southern, and they ain't
You ain't lying. Boy, you know what? I played a tournament. We had a tournament up there at UAB. It was that year after Katrina. We had played basketball on the bayou in Birmingham. I ain't never been so ready to go a day in my life.
Oh my God. Hold
Until
on. So let's go ahead and get this out of the way right now. If for anybody who does not who's not a PWI guy, PWI boosters are very different. They not family. They're not your friends.
nope.
Whew. There are some very good boosters and alumni. I've said several times, look, I've gone to Florida State football games and in the tailgate, people done bought me 3 drinks before I got to the state. Them also the same people that if I would have dropped a touchdown against Florida, would have been sending death threats to my voicemail in my dorm.
You would have been everything but a child of God.
So when you enter that space, it is not for the weak. And if you are if TC is very comfortable at Jackson, unless they are offering him something so outrageous that he can't say no to, and it can't be just money, I would stay where I'm at. This is me. That would just be me. Oh, if he gave 50% of his money to his assistants, I'm you still can't talk to your assistants like that though.
no fucking
Like you
point.
giving your assistants 50% of his money because they might choke him into sleep,
Right.
you know. But and then the other thing is if you take the UAB job, you ain't fighting for HBCU players. You're not fighting Alabama, Auburn, and all the other not Alabama and Auburn schools in the state to become relevant. And then not just the state, in the Bayou region to get players. So now you're talking about LSU, Mississippi, Mississippi State. You are fighting a very difficult fight. So unless UAB is telling you, hey, we got that $22.5 million for revenue share and we got another 8 to 15 million in NIL, that's not a move I would make. Because when you spend that money, you're not spending that money to be a top 10 team. You spending that money to be close to top 25 because you got to build that program up from nothing. Like that program is butt naked bare. So
And they not used to winning. They're not used to having shit. That would be an uphill battle. I wouldn't wish on nobody but a white man.
Well, you could be coaching at Bethune. So
God
we
damn
went
it.
a whole
You
we
gotta
went a whole podcast. Went a whole podcast.
I I think that shit is way worse.
you gotta
This
better
whole
back there than coaching Tallahassee right now. So
But we still gonna beat them.
Earl told me not to say nothing until we play them people. So I'm not gonna say nothing until we
I
play
ain't
them
saying.
people.
I'm not even saying nothing after this.
I am. Fuck that. United. If they can't win that game, I y'all think I'm saying something then? Letting them not win that game. Oh my God.
Whew.
it ain't. We ain't gonna wait. We not gonna wait till Tuesday. He gonna be on live Saturday night afterwards.
Yeah. 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 That part.
He gonna be like, man, fuck all this shit. We got what time we going on tonight, Troy? What time we going on tonight? I got some shit. You gonna be like, gee, I got some shit to say.
Yeah.
Man, we got to get G on the podcast, man. I got to get in contact with him for Thursday show. Hey, look, we running a little over. I apologize. We were expecting the guest. I wanted to talk to I want to talk to her about SWAC basketball because it kicked off this week. Alabama A&M played Sanford, and I don't want to get too much in the weeds because it's Sanford, and I don't know how good Alabama A&M is right now because everybody is amazing in exhibition. So I kind of want to get his thoughts on recruiting and all of that. Kind of want to talk about what FAMU has done, and we'll get into that later as the season goes on. But I kind of thought he was going to be here. I'll get that rescheduled. If not, I'll try and get Liv on and have her come on and talk some SWAC basketball. So apologize we didn't get him on, but I will work diligently to get one of those two on. Wow. You know what? See, I'm trying not to tell people the stuff they told, but melanated righteousness is making it difficult. But this week has been an interesting week, hell of a week. It is homecoming week. It is birthday week. Friday is my birthday. I don't.
Here for Friday for his birthday. Get this man some eyebrows so he could be looking good on homecoming.
Oh no, I'm not. I'm not shaving them off until next Tuesday. I'm not shaving off until next Tuesday.
You can just draw one on like them old ladies just do. Ain't nobody gonna notice.
There is a young lady who said her eyebrows is tattooed on. So I think I'm good though. I was at homecoming last year with no eyebrows. I'm good. I can't shave them off till Tuesday anyway, so I'm good. My eyebrows, I'm a hair dude. All my hair grow back quick, so it ain't no big thing.
Looking like the gecko lizard.
It don't matter if my bad, melanated, my bad. It don't matter if I got one eyebrow or no eyebrows. I'm still Troy. I'm still hot mocha brown. It ain't gonna matter. Homecoming is homecoming.
Him say hot mocha brown. I'm done.
Oh yeah, no, that's my imaginary stripper name.
Hey yo, what the fuck,
bro?
What did he just say?
Put that goddamn disclaimer up.
What did he just say?
He said that's his imaginary stripper name. The fuck? Come on, Danny, if you're listening to this, where the hell are you? We need your PR skills in here right now. This man control right now.
He strip at a coin laundry and he throwing quarters at his ass.
I want to say fuck you, but I can't stop laughing. Again, there's a tentative, depending on travel, there's a tentative podcast. It will be a brief podcast if we podcast on Thursday because it is homecoming. And I ain't like them other podcasters. I'm not going to pretend like I'm like some angel. I drank.
I'm outside all weekend.
Marlo is the designated driver. So.
And I am.
I
just need to know. Jamal.
Jamal.
Do I need a ride?
Yeah, you're going to need a ride. Marlo's the designated driver.
Oh, no, I'm home. I'm good.
Look, you need this right here, Jamal.
Hey, win, lose, or draw. The Brown is on me.
Hey, look, I got my custom bottle with KC 1400 whiskey right here, Greenwood whiskey. It's actually good. It's a good rye whiskey. Got good smooth taste to it. You know what I'm saying?
No, I got a bottle of Uncle Nearest I'm probably gonna drink this weekend. Let the good times roll.
This right here is black owned too. It's black owned, and you know what I'm saying. You know,
I'm gonna have some Heineken Zeros.
So what?
Some Heineken Zeros.
Remember, he's the designated driver.
That sounds like the depression.
Damn.
Just
We
drink water, man.
support
I'll buy you
Marlo.
a Coke. How about that? Just water, Coke, Pepsi. I
It's
got
got to be a Coke Zero. Coke Zero.
you.
He
Okay.
good.
We good on Coke. I like Coke Zero too. We good.
Oh shit. We're gonna have some
Well,
fun.
yeah, it's homecoming. It's homecoming. So I do want to thank the 118. I think we got up to 130 in the building. I want to thank everybody for coming in. It was listen. I have fun every time we do this, but Thursday is gonna be different. It's gonna be brief, but it's gonna be different. We won't drag y'all out for 2 hours and 30 minutes. We gonna have a good old time. We're gonna kick off homecoming week. Look for, I know I may go live a few times over the weekend. I'm not going to apologize. Whatever you see, you see. Hopefully, it's good content. I
And
do not
hopefully
promise.
he ain't in no laundromat on his birthday in his birthday suit.
I have Alcorn by 3.
Shit.
Oh wow, we being petty. That's a petty pick. That's a petty pick.
First of all,
I don't
if
need.
it's
I
Alcorn
know
by 3,
Marlo say show some fight. I don't need to have no.
if it's Alcorn by 3, it's gonna be a fight on the sideline because I'm fighting so fucking body. They gonna show some fight one way or the other. God damn it.
These are all jokes, y'all. These are jokes.
Wink,
These
wink.
are jokes.
Wink, wink.
These are jokes. We do not misbehave on the sideline. We love the kids. So
I
these are just jokes.
absolutely
Everybody
do.
relax.
I
Everybody
love these
relax.
kids. And if you don't, that's okay too. It ain't gonna change what it is.
Hey Matt, that's what I'm talking about. That's what I'm talking about. That's what I'm talking about.
Do not encourage this shit.
Lord,
First off, I've been hot mocha brown.
You
I've
know
been had
what?
that nickname.
End the
Why?
show. End the
What?
show.
Hell yeah. I'm gonna teach you where that lead button.
For everybody that watched the the Strike Season podcast, for myself, Marlo, Lord Jamal, Dot Holiday, at HBCU OverDrive, we are out.
yo, happy
Yo.
homecoming, Rattlers.
Yes, sir. Tell that.
Do you
Yeah.
understand? She sent me a disrespectful text message early in the morning. Just disrespect. And because my team ain't win, I couldn't really say much.
Yeah.
So all I could tell her was leave me alone
Leave,
by her ragged
leave
ass.
me alone. You probably sound like that, said it.
Anyway, so
I came
yeah,
out a winner this weekend. I came out a winner this weekend. You know,
Yeah.
how about them Cowboys?
Almost came out a winner.
They
Almost.
these niggas tried to give me a heart attack on Sunday. Shit.
My guys was gonna pull it off. I really
They,
did. I was like, okay.
they tried to give me a heart attack on Sunday, man. I was like, you know what?
you know what? I'm getting mad already because the beginning of the game, this fool threw a Keystone
Well,
Cops interception.
it